Well, this is a first in a good while. I seem to be the only one in the building. Maybe I was a little too harsh yesterday, but I mean, can you blame me after enough shit happens? There's only so much you can take before you just feel like you can't take enough, or maybe I forgot to communicate clearly. Or maybe this is what happens when Big Brother's still running and you don't know exactly what time the person you watch it with is going to be home from work. I don't know. I don't know right now. All I know is I just want to cover this damn show and get it over with. Also known as Heatwave, Massachusetts, because we're in Lowell, Massachusetts at the Lowell Memorial Auditorium. Because these jerks still want to freaking do stuff on the same day as Forbidden Door. I'm getting sick of this nonsense. It's part of the reason why this year has been so difficult trying to get all this stuff done, because they don't care about us and all they see are dollar signs. Maybe I don't give money to whatever this new ESPN service is that's going to be simply just ESPN or DTC or Unlimited, because, yeah, direct to consumer service. It's like it doesn't even have an actual friggin' name. I don't know right now. This is the fourth Heatwave produced by the company for NXT and the 11th overall. The first solely to use the WWE logo and be broadcast on Netflix internationally, which is where I may be going if I get a VPN here, which is what I'm thinking. On the lone gun today, Coffee Lover 239. I don't even have anything else to add. Let's just go. Jordynne Grace versus Mariah May. No titles, no nothing. After Mariah May's NXT debut, she and Jordynne Grace formed an alliance, and at the Great American Bash on July 12, the two defeated Fatal Influence, NXT Women's Champion Jacy Jayne and Fallon Henley in a tag team match. The next night at Evolution, Grace, accompanied by May, challenged Jayne for the title, but lost after, May attacked her with the championship, turning heel in the process. Because once already enough wasn't when she turned on Toni Storm. We had to cut to the chase much sooner here. I guess. 2 nights later on NXT, a vignette aired where May mocked Grace for not being a worthy NXT championship shot. Kettle, pot, meet kettle. I know. How are you? And invited Grace to watch her singles debut the following week, where May won. And after that, there was a little lady brawl, and Grace got the upper hand or did Grace? No, May got the upper hand, injuring Grace's neck. July 29th episode of NXT, May stated that Grace was not good enough and continued to mock her. And 1 week later, during May's match, Grace appeared wearing a neck brace and a Benny Hill chase and shoot out of the arena to cost her the match by countout. Stupid. So then Ava announced the match between the two. The Jesse says Jordynne Grace by DQ. I'm just going to go with Jordynne Grace straight up. Next. Hank and Tank, Hank Walker and Tank Ledger versus two members of Dark State, Dion Lennox, Osiris Griffin, Saquon Sugars, and or Color James for the NXT Tag Team Championship. For months, Dark State had been attacking several wrestlers, including NXT Tag Team Champions Hank and Tank. On the June 24th episode of NXT, Hank and Tank were attacked backstage by unknown assailants. 1 month later, on the August 5th episode, Hank and Tank were attacked by Dark State after their successful title defense. Later that night, Dark State revealed that they were the ones who attacked Hank and Tank a month ago, as if no one could put two and two together, while Hank and Tank demanded a match against any members of Dark State. So then Ava agreed that they would basically defend the titles against two members at Heatwave. I'm not liking where Dark State is going personally. I just think that this almost feels like a repeat of Retribution, which the less said about that dumpster fire, the better. Ugh, yeah. The Jesse says Dark State, but I'm going with Hank and Tank to retain because I think it's too soon for Dark State. A triple threat match for the TNA Knockouts World Championship. I should mention this is the first Heatwave to feature wrestlers from WWE's partner promotion, Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, or TNA. Although, let's be honest here, one of them actually was in WWE, but we will get to her, I guess, in a moment. Yeah. It's JC Jane versus Masha Slamovich versus Ash by Elegance, the former Dana Brooke. And yeah, that name just. I can't get used to that name. It's stupid. Uh, you may be partnering from another thing, but you won't even. Did they even ever acknowledge her former name? Don't answer that. I don't think I want to know. So, on the June 26th episode of TNA Impact, Ash won a battle royal to become the number one contender for Masha Slamovich's TNA Knockouts World Championship. 1 month later at Slammiversary, NXT Women's Champion JC Jane defeated Slamovich in a winner-takes-all match, leaving with both titles. On the following episode of TNA Impact, Slamovich was granted by TNA Director of Authority Santino Marella a rematch for the Knockouts World Championship the following week. While later that night, during Fatal Influence's celebration, Jane mocked the entire NXT women's division, including the Elegance brand, which also includes fucking Heather by Elegance, or rather Heather Reckless, but I don't know if that name stuck, though. And M. Who is M? I have no idea. Not the Bond character. The following week, during Slamovich's rematch, Ash attacked her, costing Slamovich the match. On the August 7th episode, Ash would have her championship match where Fatal Influence and the Elegance brand were all banned from ringside. But that didn't matter, though, because Slamovich attacked Ash and cost her the match and a big old lady brawl between Slamovich and the two stables. On the August 12th episode of NXT, Ash and Slamovich were in the crowd watching Henley and Nix's tag team match. Later that night, NXT General Manager Ava announced that after speaking with Marella, Jane would defend the Knockouts World Championship against Ash and Slamovich in a triple threat match at Heatwave. I don't have much to add. I think one is only in here just to eat the pin. I think we can all point two and two together and figure out who that is. It ain't Masha Slamovich. The Jesse says Masha Slamovich. I didn't even spell it right. I forgot the A. And that Ash will eat the pin. You know what? Yeah. Why not? Let's go with that. Yeah. I say Masha Slamovich. Because, yeah. Just why not? Next, so JC Jane can actually focus on her NXT, next. Here's another triple threat match, this time for the number one contender for the NXT Women's Championship. Jada Parker, Kalani Jordan, and Lola Vice. So, at TNA Slammiversary, a winner-takes-all match was scheduled for both the NXT Women's Championship and TNA Knockouts World Championship. Jada Parker and Lash Legend making it clear that they would be coming after the winner. At the event, JC Jane won the match, retaining the NXT Women's Championship and winning the TNA Knockouts World Championship. 3 days later on NXT, during Fatal Influence, Nix, Fallon Henley, and JC Jane's celebration, they were interrupted by both Legend and Parker. After some exchange of words, Fatal Influence brawled with Legend and Parker, and the latter two got the upper hand. After that, Legend and Parker confronted each other. The following episode, Parker defeated Nix, and later, Henley defeated Legend. During this time, Kalani Jordan and Lola Vice stated their intentions of challenging for the NXT Women's Championship, and Jordan and Vice would defeat Jane and Henley in a tag team match on the August 12th episode. At the end of the show, or after the end of the show, in a video posted on Twitter, it was revealed that earlier in the show, Parker, Jordan, and Vice argued about who should be challenging for the NXT Women's Championship. So, NXT General Manager Ava, as she does, announced a triple threat match to determine the number one contender for the championship between the three ladies. Well, Jesse said Lola Vice. Out of these three, yeah, I say give it to Lola Vice. She could use a shot. Next. This is a mixed tag team match for some reason. It's Chelsea Green and Ethan Page versus Tyra May Steele and Tavion Heights. On the July 22nd episode of NXT, Ethan Page debuted a custom version of his NXT North American Championship, depicting the flag of his native Canada. He's from Stony Creek, Ontario, but officially billed from Hamilton, Ontario. Don't ask. 2 weeks later, Page cut a promo saying that Canada was superior to America before being interrupted by Tavion Heights. SmackDown's The Secret Hervis, Chelsea Green, Alba Fire, and Piper Niven subsequently appeared, and Green sided with fellow countryman Page, with Chelsea Green being from Victoria, British Columbia. On the next episode, Heights introduced Tyra May Steele as his tag team partner, who attacked Page and the Secret Hervis. On the August 19th episode, Page and Green attempted to foster a peace treaty between Canada and America, only to argue with Heights and Steele over the two countries. So Ava went and announced this match. Looking at these two, I'm not really sure. Jesse says Chelsea Green and Ethan Page. And as a matter of fact, yeah, I'll go with that too. I don't give a damn. It's time for the final match. Obafemi versus Javon Evans for the NXT Championship. At Stand and Deliver, Obafemi defeated Javon Evans and Trick Williams to retain the NXT Championship. After that, Williams would win the TNA World Championship a month later at Battleground. On the July 22nd episode of NXT, Evans was thinking about what he should do next when he was approached by WWE Hall of Famer The Undertaker, who said that Evans should go after the biggest dog in the yard. And the following week, Evans discussed Undertaker's advice when he was interrupted by Williams, who thought Evans was there to challenge him. But Evans revealed that he had come to challenge Femi. Williams felt disrespected, saying it would only be a matter of time before he defeated Femi and became a double champion. Later that night, they were interrupted by Williams' allies, the High Rise, Wesley, Tyson DuPont, and Tyreek Igwe. And after some exchange of words, Evans attacked Lee, but it was outnumbered by Williams and High Rise. Later that night, Evans defeated Lee, and after that, Williams, Evans, and Femi confronted each other. The following week, Femi stated that no one was worthy of facing him for a championship before being interrupted by Williams and Evans, with Evans proposing that he and Williams should face each other to determine who would challenge for the NXT Championship. Femi stated that the match should happen on that night's episode. Williams declined, wanting it to take place on the August 19th episode, and that was later confirmed by Ava, who announced the winner would face Hemi at Heatwave, and that match was won by Evans. Obafemi is still not... Yeah, he is still in his first title reign. He has not lost that belt since New Year's Evil. Jesse says that Obafemi gets attacked afterwards and that he'll retain. As for me, well, shit. He's had that belt, quite frankly, long enough, actually. New Year's Evil. 229 days, 7th longest reigning NXT champion. I don't know, I feel like it's long enough, but at the same time, some it'll never be long enough. I'm gonna play it safe and go with Obafemi here. But if Javon Evans wins, I'll be fine. Well, that's that, by the way, here on this. By the way, I love on the fucking poster, by the way, how several people are listed on the poster here, despite not actually taking place on the card. Oh yeah, we know JC Jane is gonna be there wrestling, obviously, and so is Obafemi and May. But Sol, Ruka, and Ricky, who aren't even wrestling there, or at least not involved in any build up, I don't know. Maybe there's something that's missing here, but I really don't care to figure it out. Well, we'll be back on the 29th, hopefully with a full house again for Clash in Paris. And boy, is this gonna be a bittersweet one. So just stay tuned, and I'll see y'all on the 29th. Till next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Thanks for watching. Good night. Please be kind to each other, and we'll see you all next time.